Morbid Maniacs, it's time for another spooky video, a part of Vlogtober. And for tonight's spooky video, I'm going to be talking about the white things of West Virginia. And yes, this is going to be part of my little haunted WV series, which I have not done in so long. I've always, every single year on Vlogtober, I always have to do one based in West Virginia. It's just tradition. In the mountains and the Appalachian woods of West Virginia, there is a legend which has been told for centuries. This legend is about a creature known as a sheep squatch. These creatures are known to be very malevolent and are said to be an omen of death if you happen to encounter them. The white things, otherwise known as the white devils, devil dogs, or the sheep squatch, are creatures which are known to inhabit the Appalachian mountains of West Virginia. They have been reported in the Morgantown and Fairmont areas, but they've been witnessed all across the state. What they are and what they are here for is uncertain. But it's said that they always come with malevolent intentions. They are known to be some of the most famous cryptids in West Virginia, and they have been described in many different ways on many different accounts. Some people have claimed them to have dog-like features, while others say it's more feline, mountain lion-like, as well as humanoid-like, such as Bigfoot or demons. And others say that they take on more of a ghost-like appearance. They are usually stark white creatures who are completely covered in shaggy fur. They have been known to resemble bears, wolves, cows, or even huge badgers. They often have defined jaws and fangs and can move at lightning speed. Sometimes they have been seen walking on all four legs, while others have seen them walking on two, and some have seen a mixture of both. They are known to let out a blood-curdling scream, which sounds like a woman in distress. And these creatures are known to be very bloodthirsty animals. They will attack without being provoked. These attacks are said to feel so real that the people who are encountering them can actually feel their fangs ripping into their flesh. But once the attack is over, they are shocked to find not a single mark left on their body. They will, however, rip and mutilate animals, leaving them bloodless. These creatures are known to have red glowing eyes and long sharp claws, and have often been seen walking upright. Some of these creatures have been seen around cemeteries, leading many to believe that they are an omen of death. In Cherokee folklore, the sudden appearance of a white wolf is the indication of an immediate tragic death. The white wolf became the white dog in Appalachian folklore. The dog is said to be a very large and powerful, handsome creature in spite of its matted, untamed fur. It will often show itself in roads and follow people home, and then it will stay at a distance from them, as if it's waiting for something. It is always seen by the person who is about to die, or by the people who are close to that person. This dog is invisible to others, and once this white dog appears, it's said that the person who's seeing it will be marked to tragically die within a few days or in 2 weeks. The first encounter with these devil dogs happened as early as the 20th century. The most well-documented case of these creatures was by a man by the name of Frank Kozel in 1929. One night in July of 1929, Frank was on his way home from work. It was usually a 6.5 mile walk, which usually would take him around 2 hours to complete. So he chose to avoid the unshaded stretch of road and decided to take a shortcut through the woods through an area which is known as the Mountain Ridge. Halfway through his walk, he encountered a large creature with white fur, a bushy tail, and sharp teeth. Before he could react, this animal pounced on him, and even though he swung his lunchbox, he could not make contact. Frank attempted to escape this attack, but the animal continued. When he reached the outskirts of a nearby cemetery, the attacks had stopped and the animal disappeared. When Frank looked over his body, he was shocked to find not a single scratch on him. He rushed home to a sleepless night and never took that shortcut ever again. There was also an encounter in July of 1973 in the TNT area of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Now, if you were not aware, this is where a lot of the encounters with the Mothman had taken place. This creature was said to look nothing like the Mothman, however. In 1994, a 28-year-old man recalled a time when he was 7 years old and he was driving along this stretch of road with his family, when all of a sudden he encountered a creature which was mostly white with no wings and a real thick shaggy hair. They couldn't see a face, however the head was about 3 feet wide. The creature had appeared suddenly alongside their car and floated through the air, following them for a few moments at about 65 miles an hour. Another story states that a group of hunters were in these woods one day. They were making their way through a remote trail when they had encountered a large white creature. This animal had pounced on them out of nowhere, all while letting out a blood-curdling scream which echoed through them and induced great fear. The creature knocked one of these hunters down the hill that they were on, after which he began to scream in pain and in terror. When the others finally caught up to him, he was inconsolable, screaming desperately that the creature had badly mauled him and ripped out his guts. Upon a closer inspection, there were no bruises or scratches anywhere on his body. Some have claimed that this creature has a very strong odor of sulfur, which will permeate from its body. The sheep squatch has been reported countless of times in West Virginia, in Boone, Kanawha, Putnam, and Mason counties. And if you guys are not aware, I actually am located in the Kanawha County, so I would not be surprised if the sounds or the noises that I'm hearing in the woods behind my house are actually one of these creatures, because it sounds much like a dog in distress. In the mid-1990s, there was a string of sightings of what was described as being a pure white, woolly bear-sized beast with a pointed head topped by goat-like horns, a snouted face with long sharp teeth, and a long hairless tail, which resembled a possum. The reports would go on to entail that the creature had a pungent, sulfurous stench permeating from it. The creature at this time was known as the White Thing, but later received the name of sheep squatch, although it has very little resemblance to a Sasquatch cryptid. These creatures have also made an appearance on the show Mountain Monsters. If you're ever hunting, camping, or simply taking a walk within the woods of the Appalachian, be on the lookout, because you may just run into one of these monstrous creatures. And when you do, you may not be so lucky to escape. So there's the story of the White Things of West Virginia. What do you guys think? Honestly, like, I know it's cheesy to some people, and some people just think you're like completely nuts if you believe in any of like these cryptids or whatever. But I don't think it's too far out of reach. Like, I feel like the world is so big, you know, it's humongous. How can we as human beings like have discovered literally every animal or creature that is on this planet? Like, it's just impossible. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what's outside my house, but like, I feel like it's a possibility because I do live in Macleod County of West Virginia, and they did say that that's one of the counties that they've been reported in. But yeah, I feel like there's a strong possibility that this creature could be real, and I very much believe in it. You know what you guys think, and have you ever encountered one of these creatures yourself? Please let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become a morbid maniac. Be sure to hit that bell notification, that way you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one.